Under-resourced schools negatively affect everyone in the building. Without academic, mental health, and other resources, students are over-disciplined, teachers are overworked, and schools and families become adversaries. Interestingly, New Jersey Department of Education data shows a correlation between economics and even race and perceived ability. The economically disadvantaged, students with disabilities, English learners, and Black and Brown students all enrolled in AP courses at lower rates than their white and Asian counterparts. When students don't have what they need to thrive, the bar gets lowered, creating tense environments in schools for everyone, especially students and teachers. Putting resources in schools, especially using the community school model, could positively impact schools and everyone in them. This is Johnson's story.
My name is Johnson Perez. I'm a health educator, youth advocate in Hudson County. I'm from a small town in Middlesex County. Unfortunately, there was gun violence, gang violence, and some of my friends did fall victim to it. Growing up, for me, was much different than my peers. I, fortunately, was a part of an honors program in elementary, which brought me all the way through middle school and then into high school, and it was a locked program. So if you were the top of your class, you're in that program. In that program, we were given special trips, we were given laptops, opportunities, and exposure. Much different than some of my peers were given. I was in an honors program and I was able to walk around with an iPad. I was able to walk around with a laptop. I was held to a higher standard than my peers. And with that, I held myself to a higher standard, pushing myself to get better grades. The teachers wanted to teach my class as opposed to a different class where the teacher would even say to us, "Oh, you guys are great compared to my next class. I don't even want to teach them." And to me, looking back at that, it opened my eyes because honors kids do get privileges. And you may be a genius, but if you're not in the honors class and you're stuck in a class with bad behaviors, you may be grouped into that class, and you may fall behind or fall through the cracks with the rest of that class just because of bad behaviors. I believe schools right now, in the system that's put in place, a lot of kids fall through the cracks and are left behind. When you are in honors, when you have parents that advocate for you, when you have organizations behind you, when you show potential, the teachers don't give up on you. The teachers want to push you to do better. However, if you don't show that potential, or if they're not aware of that potential, sometimes a student or a teacher could give up on a student. Most of my friends were geniuses. I would do this work for my friends that gave up on themselves because the system gave up on them first. So a lot of my friends in middle school, in the beginning of middle school, 6th grade, were very intelligent. A's, B's, honor roll. However, since they weren't recruited for the honors program, they wouldn't be admitted. I remember even having conversations with some of my friends that were actually even smarter than me and would test better than me on state tests, that they want to get into this honors program, but they didn't know how to, or they weren't allowed to. And with that, they begin to lag. They begin to slack a little bit because, like I said earlier, they were in classes with students that may show bad behaviors. And this may have rubbed off on them, or the teacher may have stepped back from being so passionate with teaching these students that he began to look elsewhere and pick up behaviors that he may not have shown in 6th grade. But now these behaviors are developing and things got worse. So 8th grade, I had one friend in particular that actually scored much higher than me on state test and had straight A's in 6th grade, but he ended up getting arrested in 8th grade for, I believe, fighting in the school, and he fought a police officer. By 9th grade, he started selling drugs. The system likes to blame parents a lot. The system likes to blame schools a lot. However, schools or parents aren't given the resources to teach their students or their youth how to progress. And unfortunately, that's to the detriment of the youth. We have to stop blaming parents, we have to stop blaming the schools, and we have to start providing resources and solutions to the problems that come about. The school needs job training resources, financial education resources, career exposure and opportunity resources to provide youth that may not be aware of these opportunities that are available to them. Put those resources, career training, job training, exposure, in the school for families, youth, and the community to grow as one.